There, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Many men need to develop sexual confidence. Now, y'all know on my podcast today, right? I was talking about, bedroom skills can, overcome. I forgot the exact title now, damn. Can surpass, overcome, whatever. Looks, money, and status. And, some people don't got an issue with that, right? But that's the reality, because looks, money, and status at best are baits. You still got to do something in the bedroom. But I had a couple people saying something about the digging stick, the dick and everything. And that's really part of a bigger issue. There's a lot of guys out here, they just not confident. I mean, it could be in their skill level, definitely. And they feel like their dick size ain't big enough. And that's an issue right there. First of all, average dick on this damn planet is like 5.1 inches. That's the average one, right? And somebody would say, well, that's not a big 10 inch or something that a woman in like. Yeah, but let's be real about it. First of all, quiet as is kept, a lot of women, they can't handle that much. They'd say they can, but women say a lot of stuff that they can't really deal with. Because check it out. First of all, if you got an average size joint, that's all you really need with women. Seriously, that's all you really need. You can make the woman scream. Now, I ain't just saying this shit. I can look up what I'm about to say. First of all, the average vagina is about 4 inches. Usually from, like at the smallest, around 3 inches to about 7, right? And what else but boo? Anyway, about 3 inches to about 7, right? And that's on average. That's on average, right? So most women, they're gonna be around 4 inches. Shit, if you got 5 inches, you probably can go deep. You probably can't get it all in with a lot of women. Yeah, there's some that they can go deep. And just to be clear, that length is from the inches of the vagina to the cervix. And quite frankly, a lot of women don't want you hitting their cervix any damn way. That shit painful for them, So that's one thing. And then really, the part of the woman that you need to satisfy is up front anyway. Is around the entrance. That's where the Gspot is, close to the inches. If you got 5 inches, you can satisfy her, and you don't even have to go deep in her. You don't even have to go deep in her. All right, because that Gspot, the Gspot, that's the legendary place. Drive a woman crazy. You hit that Gspot, shoot, a woman screaming. And some dudes, they'll use that finger to get to that G-spot. Get that little cup, cup it under there or something. As long as you hit that thing. And really, see, the G-spot is not directly under the clitoris. It's under, but not directly. Kind of more, if you're looking at it, kind of to the right. But the important thing to get to the G-spot is to arouse the woman sexually. You arouse it, just like your dick get hard. She'll inflate on the inside, but she got to be aroused properly first. That's why you got to take your time. Take your time. That's a skill thing. You got to take your time and arouse her. Take your time. Now for those some people, some freak motherfuckers, they don't care. They eat that poop. Get that tongue in there. Definitely get the fingers in there, right? If you don't want to do that, at least get your fingers start up there, just rubbing around her clitoris. And then take your time on the rest of her and everything, especially her breasts. Now, I'm giving y'all some information I usually give at the $20 level of my Patreon, right? But take your time. And then here's a method that you can do, and y'all can look this up. Look this up. So y'all don't think Rom talking out the side of his neck. Sets of 9. Sets of 9. I've talked about that before, but it's a very simple method. Instead of going, when you naked, you got her fired up, and she's properly aroused. Just put your penis only a little bit in. Just put the head in. Like old school players used to tell women, baby, let me just stick the head in. But they knew that would drive the woman crazy, right? So you just stick the head in there, right? You want to do 8 shallow thrusts. You don't want to go all the way in. Just go about an inch in. 8 shallow thrusts. And then 8 shallow thrusts, 1 long thrust. And then you can count it down. So then 7 shallow thrusts, 2 long ones, 6 shallow thrusts, 3 long ones, 5 shallow thrusts, 4 long ones, so on, until at the end you're doing all like long thrusts. Or you could just stick with the 8 thrusts in 1. Or you could just stick with just shallow thrust. You know, like you want to stimulate her around that front part. And also look up, I'm going to put this book in the description box. It's called Kunyaza. It's from Central Africa, Rwanda. Oh, it'll have a woman wet. I'm going to tell you what. That's one thing in Africa people don't give them credit for. They figured out how to make those women holler. Shoot. You got like some secret, like one secret code. I ain't gonna say where they are, but they'll cut certain points on their penises and stuff so to raise it up. Then when they go in the woman, you know, it hits the woman's like spots, her reflexology spots, and drive her crazy. But then that's still a skill. That's still a skill. So yeah, try out sets of 9. Trust me, all y'all fellas, try it out with your women. And when they say, where you find this out, Uncle Rom said, oh, baby, we gotta give Uncle Rom a donation. She'll say that. She'll hit me up. She'll be like, hey, Uncle Rom, my man did what you told him to do. Thank you. Also look up Kunyaza, right? And basically, you know, seriously, and those are just 2 ways, but let me get on a bigger thing. Like I just gave y'all 2 methods. And Kunyaza is about stimulating that front entrance anyway. You know? Like that's a skill. That is a skill. And shoot, really, if you want to take it to another level, shoot, you got men out here can make a woman have an orgasm without even penetrating them, without even touching them, really. You know? So, I mean, shoot, Master Yao teaches people how to do that. You know, I always say Master Yao, but he actually specifically teaches men how to do that. So it's like boom. And that's just the methods and stuff. But a lot of guys gotta get it up here. Stop worrying about, don't compare yourself. First of all, stop watching porn. It's good a lot of guys to stop fapping and stuff, which, let me say something real quick. Let me say something, because I see a lot of people talk about seed retention. No fapping and seed retention are 2 different things. True seed retention means you can go into a woman raw, and no matter how excited, no matter how tight she is, no matter what you do, you don't ejaculate inside of her. That's seed retention. Let me just be clear on that. And usually you gotta be a tantra master for that, or work on it. That's something you should practice. Trust me, it's fun to practice. Like you don't give that seed up unless you just happen to like the woman or something and she just wants that baby bad or something. And then, you know, that gets into the deeper levels of sexuality. But that's still a skill. That's still a skill. But the biggest issue, though, overall issue, a lot of guys, they're not sexually confident. They watch these guys on these porn, which is acting, even the penis size on there. I saw somebody reported on it. They said they be using certain camera angles and stuff. You know? So don't compare yourself to them. Really stop watching it. Because you in some fantasy shit, and let's be real, porn is some low-key homosexual shit. You watching another man's dick. Seriously. Let's just be real with this shit. So don't worry about that. Don't compare yourself to that shit. Worry about your own shit. Worry about your own skill. When you with that woman, just take your time. Just take your time. You know? Shit, explore her body. Explore everything. Shit. Learn to work those breasts right. Learn to touch it. Learn to touch it around the clit. You don't have to put your tongue on it or anything if it doesn't at you, but shit. finger. In fact, I'm gonna tell you what. Getting back to that size thing, if you arouse a woman enough, get her aroused where her G spot drops. Like, you don't have to go look for it; it'll come find you. That's all you need. I've made women squirt with this. I don't like this as much, but I like this. I better angle and stuff. That's all you need. You can make them squirt with that. Seriously, and I know this might be deeper for some people, because one thing I noticed in this section, there's not enough talk about sex. There's not enough talk. And yeah, they don't like they like to limit monetization on it, but so many guys worried about like the bait or even just talking to a woman. You gotta that's a main part, you still gotta deliver. And shit. And the beauty of it is, it's fun practice to figure out how to deliver. Seriously, because when guys be saying all this shit, I already know they ain't been with enough women. That's a dead giveaway. You worried about it. That's a shit. You don't need all that. Shit, if a woman feeling you, feeling you. The only people who should be worried who got a legitimate medical micro dick. But the average man gonna have some 5-inch shit, so average man. And if you beyond that, actually only 20% of men even go beyond 6. So you got some men in there who ain't all that. Now if they got, and even some men who got that shit, some women be complaining, because and the women say the same thing. The dude don't know what they doing with it. The women be like, damn, it's a waste. But if you arouse her enough, it'll be tight. She'll clench this. If you get her aroused enough, you get that G spot to drop. Like I said, that's only about 1 inch in. Shit, you mean you have to go all the way in. You can get her off. Now, you probably want to go all the way in to get you off, of course. But I'm saying for her, shit, you get her fired up. She looking at you. Shit, she smiling. She go up, get up, make you a ham sandwich. And I'm gonna park right here. Hold on. I'm gonna park right here. You know, we gotta keep these spaces and shit. For now, anyway. But yeah, seriously, develop that confidence, man. Stop worrying about it. Because I'm gonna tell you what, if you don't have that confidence, women, I'm gonna tell you something when women choose you. Everybody, so many guys worried about how they look. And you know, that's cool. That's a great bait shit to get them open. Or they're like, well, if I got that money or something. Man, money don't do anything. Money, just because you got money don't mean you can do something in the bed, huh? Shoot. Women looking for that one thing in a man. It's something you can't fake. You can't fake it. You cannot fake it. That's the one thing. You gotta look like you've been there before. And women, trust me, women can tell. Maybe a woman is brave enough to go in here and say how they can tell. That's like one of those things they don't really share publicly. But they can tell. They can look at a guy. You can try to lie and say, you could look at a woman. If you that type of dude who had a large count, she can look at you and tell if you did. She can look at you. And you can't fake it. You could tell her that, but she gonna look at your body language, how you looking, everything, how you move, everything. And then some other shit that they haven't bothered to tell me yet, but they can tell. You know? Because it's just the energy you give off. And part of that thing is just confidence. Because a lot of guys, if they scared or something or they worried, they're gonna look like it. They're gonna walk down the street. They ain't gonna have that big dick energy. And see, that big dick energy is a key to it. It's about the energy behind it. Shit. You know? It's about the energy behind it. If you got that confidence and shit, you look like you can handle her. Because that's a big part of it. Can you pick her up, throw her around, dominate in the bedroom? And you get her aroused enough, trust me, the G-spot will come find you. Shit. And you really get her aroused, you can just go in there, dip your head to her. She'll be like, oh. Real talk. Real talk. I gotta see a lot of guys. I'm gonna tell you what. That's a bigger thing. That's a bigger thing. Because I'm gonna be real. I listen to a lot of dudes talking on YouTube. I'm gonna just be real with it. Talking on YouTube, and yeah, they focus on the bait. And that's important, but I'm like, well, what you gonna do afterwards? Even a lot of PUAs, they focus on the bait. And I was like, okay, what you gonna do when you're in the room with them? If you even get that far. Because really, all the bait does is get you to talk to her. Get her to, like, give you a shot just to talk. You still don't get her wet. You still don't get her wet. You know, you still got to have that sexual confidence. You still got to have that movement like, yeah, You tear that shit up. And trust me, like I said, women can tell. Women can tell. They can look at somebody and they will look at somebody. Every now and then I hear a woman say, yeah, he don't look like he getting me. So, you gotta develop that confidence. And unfortunately, only way to really develop it is to get in there. And I'm gonna tell you what, you can't really get it with an escort. Or because I know a lot of motherfuckers be paying for some pussy. You can't really get it like that. For one reason, that woman you paying for is an actress. And she don't give a shit. She actually got some disdain for you. And plus her shit, she probably ain't aroused by you, so that G-spot ain't dropping if you paying. So that's all you doing is busting nut with her. You ain't gonna gain anything with her. In fact, I'm willing to bet some dudes who paid for some shit when they got with a real woman, they were shocked. The woman was probably just, damn, is that it? But yeah, that's sexual confidence, y'all. You gotta develop it. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to y'all. Peace.